NBA YoungBoy, Kodak, Lil Durk, like every nigga you just named was like, nigga, if your career gonna be like, once again, it's like your career, I just like I said, I just can't see that music lasting that long, especially if they trying to like attack these people through their lyrics like that. Like that's why you hear niggas like 21 Savage be like, man, that's all facade. That is all facade.
Yeah. Niggas trying to protect themselves now.
Man,
you feel what I'm saying? Because they feel that heat coming, and it's gonna come.
Man,
they finna clean this shit up, bro, because they realizing that a lot of this shit that these niggas talking about on these songs, shit, 70% of it happened. You feel what I'm saying? If they ain't did it, they done seen it, or they heard about it, which makes them accessory. You feel what I'm saying? If they ain't no straight up suspect.
I'm gonna say co-conspirator.
Right, or yeah, co-conspirator. Like, so they know that now, and they seeing all this violence being displayed out here on these streets, bro, and they know that shit is fueling it. And what these niggas do when they riding around these cars, these little 20, 18-year-old niggas, even up to 24, these niggas bumping the most lyrical violence that's being put out here. And what did that shit do to you, Lee? Lee, me and you both know, by being young niggas and being just going through that stage, nigga, when you turn on that Boosie, when you turn on that young boy, when you turn on that boy, when you turn that on, boy, that shit does something to you spiritually.
And then once again, it's like this, straight up. When the last time you was in the club,
that shit demonic.
The last time you was in the club, you had to stomp a nigga out. Let's say from where we from. I can only vouch for where we from.
Yeah, I can only vouch from where we from.
Being from, but on top of that, being from Louisiana, nigga, we violent in the motherfucker too. So I'm gonna say this, to piggyback off of what you just said. Well, when you in that club and that set it off, come on. But the club, lights gonna come on, club over with. Then you play that set it out.
They gonna tear that bitch up. Lights on or not, they don't give a damn. Club closing or not.
Man, you already know that wave come on. I know you scared, boy. You said,
man,
like, you ain't ready for that, boy.
Somebody finna get their head bust. Anything is allowed to happen. You feel what I'm saying? But like
you said, that lyrical, but I'm gonna say, I'm glad, like that's man, you put nail on the head. It's lyrical violence, bro. It's lyrical.
That shit
violence,
is yes. It's lyrical proper. It's lyrical violence propaganda. That's what it is, because it's enchanted. They play this shit over and over and over, bro, like a cadence. You feel what I'm saying? And how this shit lie in with how I say this shit is demonic, bro, because that shit turn you up. It put you in a whole nother mind state. You feel what I'm saying? Listening to some of that shit.
You got to the point where you can hear Pablo One, man. I mean, I say, man, free Pablo.
Boy, Pablo One talking. Boy, Pablo One talking some. Boy, I was just listening to Pablo One songs like the other day, and like when you go back and really like pay attention, these niggas is painting pictures of a documentary of their life, or at least of what they done seen. Or
and once again, you tie the lyrics in with the interviews, and then they do shit like this. Man, how many times you heard that Hood Rich? NPR Tito. NPR, man, like, nigga, you telling people names.
Man,
like,
you tell.
Man. I'm not around with this nigga NPR Tito, and Tito ass right in the back.
Yeah, and then this nigga in the next verse. This nigga in the next verse. Rapping his verse. Confirming what he just said.
You want him to do for a nigga.
Man.
Like, I ain't gonna touch a nigga, I'm gonna let him do it. Another nigga gonna come on, yeah, I do it. This how I'm gonna do it. When I'm gonna do it, how I'm gonna do it, man. And it be like,
man, it's like they be telling, like, it's like they paint. I mean, I understand that, you know, music, of course, it's poetry. You know, you paint, you paint a picture. But my nigga, damn, like, you talking about way too much. Like, man, I'm just saying, like, just certain lyrics, like, nigga, you like Pablo, like, talking about he got 50 keys of that gray. I'm like, nigga, you got what?
Bro,
you talking about what? You got it what? Man, I'm like, it's just mind blowing at what these rappers will say, bro. I be like, nigga, you really gonna tell everybody you got that?
or
at least you had it.
Well, but what that term But what that turned into, right? That's that gratification. That's that slight clout chasing. That's that slight self-mention.
But listen, Lee, it's like it's content at the same time.
Man, but
it's content.
When we gonna decide, all right, me and you talked about it earlier. If me and you spent our time, like another motherfucker may be like, man, how y'all spend that much time like on YouTube, right? Well, I can see it. So when you mean by content, it's what we choosing to watch. Like, so I feel like even though it's content, just because it's content, it don't mean that it's like it should be digested by anybody. Like, it don't mean that you should even put that shit out. You know what I'm talking about? Like, 'cause once again, me and you influence a lot of people within our like inner circles and also growing up. You know, with you through sports and everything. Like, imagine if we was putting bullshit out there for people. Like,
right. Just imagine that.
As I'm saying, people wouldn't even respect us for how they respect us. You know what I'm saying? Like, once again, me and you ain't no niggas who could just be like, hey, bro, let's go kick that dough in. But guess what? The niggas who do kick the dough in respect us.
Definitely. Definitely.
You know
for real.
So with that being said, like, I feel like it's a form of art and it's a form of content, and I ain't trying to judge them nigga how they make their money, but all I'm saying is you can't start the fire, right? You can't start the fire and then try to get credit for putting it out. Like, that's not like that. Like that ain't how that works. Like, that ain't how it works. You can't be like how 21. You can't be around this bitch talking about, nigga, I'm sliding to we get dizzy.
Yeah,
you know,
like,
you can't be talking about, nigga, we spinning the block like we can't. Like, we finding some place to park. You can't say that and then turn back around and be like, hey, y'all, we need to, you know, be more unified. We need to stop doing things. Right.
Man,
it's
but see,
even like Gucci. It's kind of even like Gucci. Gucci come out with a whole song talking about we need to stop dissing the dead. Boy, this nigga act like for the whole pandemic, nigga wasn't talking about smoking that Pookie Loke.
Man, look, I'm gonna tell you, Lee, this is what I feel about it. This is what I feel about it, Lee. I feel exactly what you're saying. But see, that's these niggas getting to that age where, you know, they mind is that prefrontal cortex is starting to form and develop, and these niggas starting to come to their motherfucking senses. You feel what I'm saying? They starting to grow up and they starting to realize what they promoting. They seeing what the hell happened out here, and they seeing and see that Young Thug shit. That Young Thug shit done tapped in the nerve. That shit done hit home to them niggas. That shit done woke their ass up. But see, listen though.
It was Thug.
Oh yeah, exactly. And see, listen though.
They thought he was untouchable. They thought he had enough.
These niggas thought they was untouchable, but these niggas should have been knew that they wasn't untouchable when they seen Boosie go through that shit.
Come on, bro.
Man, they did Boosie the exact same way, and he luckily got out of this shit with his life, being free.
Boosie was on death row. Boy, Boosie got on death row for a third offense marijuana charge, and then they tried to throw some bodies on him while he was doing that.
Man. Like, niggas act like they totally ignored that part of Boosie's situation. Like it was just, Boosie went to jail and just got out. Nigga, do you realize the reason this nigga went to jail in the first place?
Boosie even told you, like, nigga, they played my music 4 days straight in court.
Man, played it 4 days straight in court. He said it in the song. Look, see that type of shit. Like, these niggas told, hey, it's in one end out the fucking other. They don't want to hear that shit. On to the next words. Nigga, we don't want to hear that. Yeah, them niggas be on to the next word. We don't want to hear that shit. Them niggas completely delete that shit out their mind.
That's what I'm saying. Like, that shit is like, yeah, like I say, these niggas be out here lost, like, for real.
Man, they be out here lost, and when they find themselves, like I say, when they actually sit down and actually really get their fucking mind together and realize, you know what I'm saying, get some sense, then they gotta backpedal and recant. Be like, hold on, oh, this shit I was talking, man, that's just some crazy shit. It's kind of like this, Lee. It's kind of like if I go watch this video from 2, 3, 5 years from now, I may be like, man, why the hell was I even talking about these niggas? You feel what I'm saying? I'll be like, damn, I was young. I should never even be talking about these niggas. You feel what I'm saying? But it's like once you grow in life and you look back on shit you used to do, you be like, damn, I was stupid. Like, damn, I was doing some dumb shit. You be like, man, I need to fix that. You know? You feel what I'm saying? So a lot of them niggas starting to see that shit, and that's good. But I mean, I feel like it's a good thing that they is backpedaling and kind of like, you know, telling like, hey man, look, we may have did this shit. I may have did this. Like, I ain't even gonna say the niggas gotta say that they did it, but like, you gotta be like, hey man, this shit is what I done experienced or seen type shit way back when, just to cover your ass.
Hey, self-snitching and cloud chasing.
Oh yeah,
because
self-snitching.
Let me ask you this. Do you feel if convicted, when it comes to these RICO charges, should they lock up the whole camp or should they lock up the head of the snake?
I feel like they should lock up the whole camp because, you know, this is how police work, you know, or feds or whatever. They gonna get system, right? Yeah, the justice system. They gonna cut the head of the snake. Well, they want the head of the snake so they can stop all the rest of the body from moving, of course. Then the police and all that shit and the rest of them little niggas, they can go pick up the body after they done cut the head, because this shit over with. But I feel like if you do cut the head and you leave the body out there, I feel like the head can regrow again.
Okay, I feel.
So you gotta clean all that shit up. You gotta clean all that shit up. Yeah, it'll basically just like, okay, next man up. This shit gonna have to grow on out from the head on out to the tail, cause we just got us a whole body. You feel what I'm saying? That's how they look at it. That's how I look at it too.
What's the lawful definition of a gang? Is two more people gathered together and then they make
they committing crimes. Yeah. Or they have agreements of, you know, being, you know, a group, exactly, yeah. So, or organization, so to speak.
Yeah, and so that right there, see, and that's another thing too. Like these rappers, I'm gonna get their ass some game from a civilian, right? Like from a civilian who got sense. Y'all niggas need to stop letting niggas wear y'all chains. Y'all need to stop letting every nigga seem like they an affiliate. Because that's what's also bringing down these motherfucking empires too. Like, guess what, nigga? A nigga with money, power, respect. You see all the niggas with the money, power, respect chains on. So guess what?
They getting everybody who got them NPR chains or no. Actually, really, that whole case was people that's, I guess they claim they from Atlanta. On my in my comments, they were saying that Pablo case is separate from the actual case, the drug rich case.
You think they not gonna tie that shit in?
That's what I was saying. I was like, y'all don't think they gonna tie these two camps together just like they tying in that sex, money, murder gang with YSL? Bruh, y'all don't think like this shit, like it's a boundary set right there. Okay, all right, well they gonna only mess with this, and they ain't gonna mess with, they ain't gonna tie nobody else into this shit.
If you listen to that,
as long as they.
When you listen to that district attorney saying what she was saying, she basically just said that shit don't matter. She
exactly.
Was like, these gangs are already like compiled of other fucking gangs.
Like they factions, they
already know that.
Yeah, these niggas is in cahoots with each other type shit.
Right.
Yeah.
So once again,
they break off into factions.
If they don't, once again, if they don't care if your ass is like, once again, they saying these like once again, it's basically what they saying is like, these are gangs that spread off from their other gangs and created another gang, like basically.
Yeah.
Because me, I grew up at a time knowing Cash Money, knowing No Limit, you feel what I'm saying? Shit like that, you know, and I feel like that is where we kind of like went down as far as like I ain't gonna say that. I'm gonna say Death Row probably, because Death Row was probably the first label when I look back on it, when they real deal started having chains and started having shit to symbolize you being a part of that. And that's really, to me, what I feel like sparked the interest and sparked the damn commonality of.
Yeah, and on top of that, them niggas was with that gang shit. On top of it.
See, bro, and once
again, that real gang
they
shit.
They was compiled. They had Bloods and Crips too. Like, once again, the most prolific ass blood in the music industry is who? Suge
Knight.
So then, and then guess what? The most prolific Crip in the motherfucking industry, Snoop motherfucking Dogg. So the two biggest pros, like still to this day, maybe we at a point now where a younger generation may say Myth, and then guess what? Another motherfucker may say Wayne, or they may say Young Thug and all that shit.
Yeah, 2000 baby.
But if you really understand where this shit derived from, ain't nobody that made an impact like Suge Knight did. Ain't nobody that made an impact like Snoop did. On top of them niggas being full-fledged gang members. So I feel like at that point, but once again, at that time, we didn't have social media. We didn't have
we didn't.
Snitching. Like a nigga, like you say, people gotta be smart, man. This shit chestnut checkers, man.
Man, like these boys rather tell on themselves for Instagram clout. These niggas they go do clout, bro. Man, like, bro, you see how most niggas get caught these days when they do crimes? They get caught immediately because these niggas do the crime and turn around 4, 5, 6 hours later and go post about the shit on Instagram. On Facebook.
I got a friend, they little brother, murder charge, been locked up for probably about 2, 3 years, right? Like one of the niggas, like, and guess what? The same night that they did it, they got caught the next day. You feel what I'm saying? And then it was over some bullshit. It was 3 niggas involved, and one nigga snitched. The one nigga that snitched, he got off, and the other 2 motherfuckers still locked up pending their trial. You feel what I'm saying? Like still pending their shit. So, and on top of this, and guess how old these niggas was? Well, these boys was 18. 17, 18 years old, threw their life away.
Stupid.
Like, and then when you realize, like, first of all, I'm gonna just say this: no matter, I don't give a fuck what they did, whatever they did do. I know everybody looking back upon it, whoever was involved, and they realized that shit was not worth it.
Dumb shit.
So at the end of the day, when you realize it wasn't worth it, it was dumb shit, and basically somebody lost their life because I think a nigga got popped. But then on top of that, 2, 3 other lives was lost too because now they locked up and missing their birthdays and all kinds of shit. So with that right there show like, bro, sometimes y'all motherfuckers need to quit letting your peers hype you up.
Man, buck shit. These niggas head up. Because they be bucking their head up, boy.
Bruh, because guess what? You get so hyped, and guess what? That same nigga that got you hyped is the same nigga that's writing that statement on your ass, and he walking home going to his mom.
He going home.
He walking back home. He going back home fucking with these people in the streets. He going back doing the fuck shit he been doing. You the one being like, hey, I'm a real nigga. I'm gonna stand on principle. And I'm not saying for a nigga to not be a real nigga, but also being a real nigga is able to say no.
Right.
It's not being a guinea pig and going with every situation.
You ain't being no puppet.
No puppet. I would say no puppet ass nigga. Yeah. Like bro, who really pulling?
Who pulling your string?
Because that's what I'm saying. For real talk. So like I said, so I feel like with the young kids saying that, like I say with the petty crime, which y'all got going. Man, do not let your peers hype you up. Do not let these rappers hype you up, because guess what these rappers doing after they leave that booth? They going back to their mansion.
They going to the crib.
They got the millions.
That's why I say these niggas is putting a battery pack into these niggas, because a lot of these kids out here, they in poverty. A lot of them ain't got no guidance. They ain't got no daddies.
All they got is imagination.
And all they got, and what they doing every day, every morning, at least 6, 7, 8 hours out of their day, they got them damn headphones in, bopping their head to that damn music. Man. That violence, that fucking lyrical violence, lyrical terrorism. It's based. Look, that shit classified as lyrical terrorism. That shit.
We can't call that shit music no more.
Man, that shit's lyrical terrorism, and they
Been Laden behind the mic. Been Laden
man, propagating that shit. And I feel like, man, it's just they a battery to these little kids, man. And like they out here, they going through shit too. A lot of them, they 16, 17. They trying to figure shit out. A lot of them, like I say, they in terrible environments. They going to school with motherfuckers that's with the bullshit. Just as they had boosted up too with the dumb shit just as well. So you got hundreds of dumb motherfuckers on the same mind track of stupid shit. So it's a recipe for chaos.
I like it.
This shit get real deep, bruh. It get real deep. into what's going on today. Like niggas love to say, oh, that's just rap. They ain't gotta, these rappers ain't making nobody do nothing. Nah, they not. But shit, they propagating a message.
Like
that shit is a frequency, bro. Music is a frequency, and music is usually played on middle C. Now music is turned up to A. You feel what I'm saying? And nigga, that's lunatic type shit. You feel what I'm saying? Like that's demonic frequency, 6 ether. You feel what I'm saying? So, and then on top of that, look at what these niggas saying. On top of the music being sped up, and on top of that, these niggas on all these different drugs listening to this shit. They painting a violent picture in their head with the music, and these niggas is on these drugs out here doing whatever.
And they real deal on drugs that cause chemical imbalances.
Man, chemical imbalances. Yes, and a lot of this shit that these niggas, and a lot of this shit these niggas on, man, all this shit just straight fentanyl, bro.
And that's what I'm saying. They not just like once again, they not even, I don't know, like because once again, when you go into like weed and LSD, like sometimes those hallucinogens or sometimes those psychoactive properties is actually beneficial to a person. You know, but when you start going to these medicines that the real deal causing chemical imbalances, that shit is literally changing your molecular structure.
Yeah,
like that shit really changing like your mood. It's changing your thought pattern, the way you process your thoughts.
Your cognitive thinking.
Real deal. Like
your cognitive, your process.
I'm talking about all of that, man, your cognitive process and your thinking, just everything, and that's what I mean by
it gets deep.
And also that's a direct correlation with these motherfuckers' time, with these motherfucking attention spans. With that being said, we gonna have to, wrap up this conversation. You feel me? Because we don't want too much to get lost in translation.
Yeah.
But like I said, just to wrap it back up. This is what I would say in closing. If I didn't want nobody to get nothing out of what I just said right now, this is what I want you to get. These rappers be lying. Do not let these people like rappers or anybody have you crash your life out.
Man. Like,
do not have anybody set you up for failure.
Right.
Like, do not do that. Do not do that. And then, man, thirdly and lastly, bro, fuck these people in gratification, bro. As long as you happy, who gives a fuck about what somebody else gotta say?
Exactly.
And then on top of this, guess what? And then also another thing, if you're looking for somebody else's opinion to confirm how you feel or how you look at a situation,
talk to them, man.
Guess what? Guess what? Your ass is depressed. Your ass is not happy. Because a happy person is not looking for outside validation. That shit is already within.
It's already within.
You feel what I'm saying? So yeah, man, y'all, like, once again, bro, y'all let these rap mothers, like, y'all let this lyrical, what my boy said, this lyrical terrorism, fucking this demonic ass frequency.
That shit lyrical terrorism.
Crash out of y'all want, bro. I'm talking about. Like, bro, real deal, man. Y'all keep allowing this lyrical terrorism to fucking influence y'all lives, shape y'all reality, and watch what the fuck it's gonna have you doing, but living in motherfucking misery.
Man.
Straight up.
Or be in jail. Or dead.
Bro, no cut, no chaser, bro. You let this shit keep shaping your reality and watch your ass be miserable, bro.
Yeah, man.
They think the metaverse some shit. Boy, your brain and your thought process is more powerful than the metaverse.
Yeah.
So, like, nigga, so that's what I would say to the audience as far as me and my closing.
Yeah, man, like I say, nigga, we got niggas that's 35, 40, 45 crashing out listening to NBA Youngboy. That's a problem. Like, that's scary. That's scary. They on the same track with the niggas that's 17 to 24. You feel what I'm saying? Or 12 to 24.
I was just about to say, bro, you did, nigga, 11 shit.
Yeah, nigga, yo, man, you go to your detention centers, them bitches filled up with kids as young as 11 years old to 17. Filled, and it's probably more 11 to 13-year-olds than it is any other age. They getting younger and younger. And we still we got the
what you called it here, the silver what?
Oh, that's part of this. Well, that ain't really got nothing to do with the Silver Tsunami with the violence. That's more of on the
facts. No,
global polarization. Yeah, that's more global polarization. But what I was tying it to, you got the young cutting up like this, getting younger and younger with their most terroristic crimes, so to speak, and they looking up to these old motherfuckers that's supposed to be their parents and the people that they gonna look up to. They with the same shit, and they're listening to the same things. Listen,
that's my topic. That's my topic tonight.
They're listening to the same things, bro. Yo, you got the parents listening to NBA YoungBoy and the kids. Come on, man. Where the fucking line is drawn at? Where does the line draw?
My son hop in my car. You know what his ass saying?
What?
This girl is on fire.
Yeah, like something more appropriate, like.
That's what I'm saying. Like what I said, something more like that. Like, and that's one thing. That's one thing I gotta stay big on. And I'm gonna say this too. The reason why the ages are getting younger is because these parents are growing up these kids way too fast. They're exposing their kids to way too much too early. I'm gonna say this: when certain celebrities, children at very young ages, before they even reach their teenage years, are already talking about their identifying as the opposite sex. To me, that just screams out that they were exposed to this, because at the end of the day, the same way me and you talk about this financial literacy, the same way me and you talk about, like, say, just law, you had no idea, bro. If you had no idea of knowing until your ass got exposed to it, until you started fucking going to those.
Exactly. And this is what I say.
You see what I'm saying?
They talking about, oh, they born like this. No, first of all, behavior is learned. Any person that's ever took any basic psychology class, you know that the first things that you learn, that behavior is not taught. You're not born with. I'm not saying it's not taught. I'm saying you're not born with behaviors. No, you are taught and learned behaviors.
It's like ducks. They call it imprinting.
Yeah.
A duck imprint. A duck will be born, not realize it's a duck, and try to be a monkey. If that's the first thing they see when they come out. You feel what I'm saying? Like, that's like real deal. Like, I done seen, like, bro, it's the documentaries where other animals have like imprinted on other animals, and they have picked up those characteristics and those behaviors. So just like you just said, as much as we want to say, as much as y'all want to point the finger like these people are born like that, there is no possible way. There is no like,
you born what you are.
If that's the case, y'all gotta rewrite all of these like, once again, what's my boy Sigmund, bro? You gotta go holler at Sigmund Freud.
Yeah.
Bro, you gotta go rewrite every motherfucking book that Sigmund Freud fucking said.
Exactly, and like I feel like, man, society, we in trouble, man. Especially when you see little girls going to school with 23-inch weaves in their hair and their nails done with eyelashes on. Boy, we in trouble. Boy, society in trouble. The black community in trouble. Little girls, bro. These little girls, bro. Listen, you know, my girl do hair, so they come through here all the time. These little girls and they parents, right? And I'm talking about girls that's from elementary to middle school. They parents bringing them here, want them to get these long ass weaves in their head. Especially, I'm talking about the toddlers. They want long weaves in their head. But all these accessories, all these accessories and stuff like that, making these little girls appear to be older. You feel what I'm saying? Like, you can even look at a girl that's, say, maybe 7th, 8th grade. She may look like she in high school with the makeup and the eyelashes and all that shit. Like, and I feel like a lot of that is forcing these girls to have to grow up faster than what they are. You know? That's what I feel like that.
And then on top of that,
and then you got the music with it too. You got the music where these hoes talking about popping pussy, wet pussy, and sucking dick and all this shit. Like, man, this shit crazy, bro.
They perform the song.
This shit get deep.
They performed the song at the Grammy, and the title of it was "Wet Ass Pussy."
And then on the flip side, Lee, with the boys,
they performed that shit at the
listen,
Grammy.
On the flip side with the little boys, these niggas, man, I'm talking about from 5 years old 3 years old all the way up. These niggas know about dick and pussy and all that shit. I talk with teachers that deal with these young kids, man. They talking about this, man. These kids know about all this shit because they exposed to it. They talking about it in class.
I'm so sorry to say this, but I feel like primarily, I don't mean to attack women like this, but primarily
I'm getting on both of their ass.
Because I'm saying, and this way,
I'm getting on niggas and men. I mean women.
No, I'm gonna say this. The nigga ain't at fault for the simple fact that the nigga fucked up before it even start. The nigga ain't around.
The nigga ain't even around. So the nigga ain't around. And look, these niggas, a lot of these niggas these days, they figure that being around is going to get their kids a lot and having their kids. No, nigga, you need to be there every day when they wake up and go to school, nigga. And when they get off.
Bro, like once again, you see a day in, day out father, bro. You hear me when I be, man, you like, you know, bro, come on, bro. Like, you see what this shit look like. On top of that, bro, you had your daddy, bro. You know, so I don't know.
Yeah, nigga, and half the time, I don't be like, and I ain't got kids, but nigga, I can say for myself, nigga, if I had kids or even if I chose to adopt a kid, nigga, it'll be peaches and cream for me to raise my kid because I just raised him simply how my father raised me, which is fair and straight.
And that's what I was gonna say.
Fair and straight.
About it, bro. What I'm starting to realize, a lot of people who ain't got kids got a lot more sense than these motherfuckers with
kids. Because a lot of the motherfuckers who got kids was kids kids physically and mentally when they had the kid.
They just or it just didn't because me, I may fall into that category. But
I don't feel like you do, Lee, because mentally you ahead of your time.
It flipped the switch. Yeah, it flipped the switch. Now, yeah, facts. No, I agree with that too. But as far as like, once again, bro, you know me, bro. You know how goofy and how crazy I can be, bro. You know, like this nigga Lee, like, bro, I've always so I would say as far as just me, like realizing everything ain't a game. You see what I'm saying? Like little shit like that. Like it wasn't no hard transitions I had to make, but little shit like that. But I just want to go finish my thoughts. So with the niggas ain't around. The niggas is not around. The niggas was AWOL, so they figured out that you had a baby. Like them niggas is pussy from the jump. But another bad thing is the women. So these women, like, that boy, if that boy is 3 years old, he should not be getting his hair cut every goddamn week.
Right.
Like these boys got fresher haircuts than I've ever had, and these niggas is 3 years old. These little kids around here be like really dressing and designer. These little kids around this motherfucker trying to like pose and shit like grown ass adults. You got like these moms with their daughters on TikTok doing these dance and all these hip movements.
Yeah, shaking their ass and shit, bro. You can go up to Lee. You can go up to it. I don't mean to cut you off, but I want to insert this while you on that point. You can go up right now. I can take my camera, this GoPro, and walk up to any black girl or woman and just put my camera on them. And when they see that damn camera, what they gonna do? Turn around, start showing and shaking their ass. And if I turn around and do it to a little black boy, or a middle-aged teen boy, he gonna be throwing up his fingers and signs and shit. Gang and shit. You see what the fuck we going through as a people, boy? We fucked up. Man, this shit is alarming. This shit's scary. This shit really scary. You know what's scary about it, Lee? When you think about the future of this shit, because them niggas gotta grow up. Them niggas gotta grow up one day. They gotta grow up. They gotta grow up and they're gonna be adults one day.
And like I said, who to blame is the adults right now.
Right now, it's on us.
We the ones, like I said, and I feel like this, like your parents still like. They still have some old traditions in them to where they put those morals into you where you at least know right and wrong. Bro, these kids nowadays, they don't know right and wrong. And then also when you, like you said, when you start diving in deep, you start realizing it ain't their fault.
It ain't, because they being taught by the rappers. They being taught by the rapper, Lee. They don't know right or wrong because they're being propagated wrong so much. All they hear is wrong. All they see is wrong. All they play is wrong. These niggas shooting on the game. Every game consists of shooting something or some type of other character.
Let's not start on that.
Every game now, bro. Every game is damn near a spin-off of Grand Theft Auto. All that shit is a spin-off, bro. Man, somebody can't tell me I'm lying. For real. They don't realize how deep this shit get. And it don't hit home to a motherfucker until one of their kids dead. Over some stupid shit.